Good day, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Highs and Lows Crypto Segments podcast. And today we'll be talking about the state of the market. I have with me here my co-host, Chromia Miracle.
Hi, guys. Welcome to today's conversation.
Yeah, so as you all know, we always bring you guys what's happening in the crypto space. And this week we'll be looking at a whole lot that has been happening in the crypto ecosystem. So for those that are interested in blockchain, cryptocurrencies, Web3, investing, starting a career, this is the podcast you should be listening to. So this week, or last week rather, we saw the HBO documentary about the founder of Bitcoin, Satoshi. The aim of the documentary was to actually identify the founder. I personally think it was a mess.
Well, I don't know. So many persons have come up with conversations in terms of Bitcoin founder, trying to find who invented Bitcoin to pin it on somebody. Remember, there was a time, the advent of Bitcoin Cash.
True. Yes.
Yeah, there was that struggle then. I can't remember the guy's name.
That was 2017 when they forked Bitcoin.
Yes, he was claiming he was Satoshi and all that stuff. So even the guy HBO said, is it Peter Todd? He said Todd was the founder of Bitcoin. The guy came out to say, I'm not the founder of Bitcoin. And I don't forget that a whole lot of meme came out, because the crypto community
based
was
on all of this.
It
and,
was
Lynn Sassaman.
Yeah. And a whole lot of memes. So many persons actually even lost money.
So many persons actually, based on speculation, they lost money. And people also placed bets on Polymarket. They're trying to speculate who will be the supposed person that they'll pin Satoshi as.
It was quite
most
funny.
Persons lost money.
Most persons lost money. Just like we spoke the last time, it's a zero-sum game. If you lose money, someone made money. So
but in that Polymarket, that's not zero-sum game. I think Polymarket made the most money.
Because
the options were just fluctuating. Like at first, within the first 48 hours, Lynn Sansama had almost 60% of the votes. He was like favorite, leading with almost 45% ahead of the closest person. But towards the last day, about 12 hours to the time that HBO released the documentary, he was down to like 6%.
Somebody else
and
made
eventually, even the Toad was not even top 3. Few hours to when they released it, so most persons were just disappointed. It was the least expected.
I think they said the HBO, there was this allegation that HBO made money from Polymarket. I don't
Obviously,
know
HBO will make money because we're stopping them from betting. So they know, so they'll make money.
So it was quite interesting,
Yeah, and the winner was based on what HBO would say. So HBO obviously they were holding all the cards. So they made money. But talking about the positive effects and the negative effect of the news, people created lots of memes. We saw more than 10 different memes created, and people lost
cats.
And the names of these people that were thought to be the supposed Satoshi
contributors of early contributors of the Bitcoin.
So people lost money. People also made money.
Of course.
Personally, I didn't lose money though.
I didn't speculate too much about it because I've seen something similar in the past with the Rojavia, the forking of Bitcoin, the whole Bitcoin Maxi and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, let's see how this thing will play out. But then Peter Todd has come out to say, I am not Satoshi. So, in other news, we saw the whole talking about meme coins. Zach coming out to say they saw about the $12 million in wallets.
I think he said $24 million. He tracked Murad, his wallet, and he's been able to identify the meme coins that he holds, and so far so good. Based on these wallets, both on Ethereum
and on
Solana, total of about 11 wallets or thereabout, holding almost $26 million.
I've been saying it since. These whole guys that do this thing, meme coin is not me and you create meme coin and then it blows. It's a cartel, like specific people that have this money that push these things.
Obviously, but then again, based on we already know how this crypto space is. The fact that he has listed those wallets now, he has put them out there. Yeah, people are tracking those wallets.
Of course.
So, but then again, should I call it the good thing about crypto is nothing stops him to go create fresh wallets.
Of course.
And fund them via a different means, because how Zach was able to like track this wallet is based on interactions, funding the primary wallets that funded most of all of these wallets.
Yes.
You get, that's how he was able to track
but
all
so,
of this.
So for guys that are really interested in trading memes, they should really understand that when it comes to meme coins, we have cartels that what they do is put out meme coins, you know. And definitely. They have the funding, they have the followership, they can do the marketing, they can create the memes. So you just have to know, but you can't win against them. So normally we come and we see the likes of Look on Chain or certain other X accounts come out to say this is one of the best traders. He like used $5 and then he's getting out, $2 million. He's getting out $300,000. Yes. These are like insider trades, because you can't tell me you were able to buy Shiba at 30k market cap. How did you know about Shiba at 30k market cap? How were you sure that Shiba would do numbers that you held all through the pump from 30k to 300k to 3 million to 300 million, and you're still holding? So when people see these things, it gives them more belief that, oh, I can use this my $1 to become a millionaire. So people have to understand that it's a cartel game, right? And even sometimes your favorite influencer might be part of a small cartel that makes these meme coins.
Yeah, so but then again, there's still a way to benefit from it.
No, you can't benefit. Just like I tell people too, in Ponzi, you can make money in Ponzi if you know when to get in and get out.
Yeah, don't just mix your emotions with the whole trading aspect.
That is just it.
Don't be too bullish than those that created.
Even talking project about this whole cartel thing, we saw what the FBI did.
Yes, exactly. Creating a token.
They launched a token in order to track down
activities.
Certain individuals that were doing insider trade, and that's a brilliant way to showcase people that see this thing is run by bad actors. So imagine FBI stepping in, create a meme coin or create a coin to track down certain people or to understand how this market works. It's quite brilliant.
But eventually that project still did not amount to anything.
They didn't want it to amount to anything. Unless it's the FBI. If they wanted it to blow up real big, they know what to do.
They would have actually pumped the market.
Yes.
But then again, looking at the state of the market right now, Bitcoin has dumped to about $60,800 from almost 63k.
Yeah.
Just when we're thinking we're about to resume the whole bullish
the whole October thing is now sounding like a scam.
Yeah, and we're at the second week of October. Bitcoin hasn't still made a new all-time high.
Yeah.
You get. So I would say the hype was too much. Imagine people that have been believing and expecting that something like this would take off this month. But personally, I still think the market can still move. It can still shoot, or Bitcoin can still get like 70k.
Of course.
Most likely towards the end of October or November. But I feel that is highly inevitable. It will happen. It's just a matter of time. Then looking at them like SEO, we spoke about SEO episode 2.
Yeah, SEO has been trending for a while in terms of meme coins.
Yes. And now there's a speculation that SEO might overtake Solana.
These speculations are always there.
I feel it's too early.
Remember we saw Bees. Remember we saw Tron. These are like for memes anyway.
Yes.
But also remember, let's throw back to like 2018 when there were like even before then there were like speculations of Solana beating Ethereum in market cap.
Yes.
Right? Those speculations were there. So there were speculations of having Ethereum beating Bitcoin in terms of market cap. There would always be speculations. But I don't see SEO
beating Solana.
I
feel it's very rude and unfair to Solana when people come and say stuffs like SEO would beat Solana just because of meme trading that has been barely a month old. You get, and people that are looking for
ways
like
to throw narratives.
People that are looking for ways to make people bridge funds from Solana to SEO. I get, based on the fact that the liquidity, about 7% liquidity has moved from about Solana to SEO. You get, but we all know that is just based on meme trading.
Yeah.
Is it sustainable long term? we have lots of protocols that have been built on Solana. We have the devs. The dev community is like one of the biggest, aside Ethereum. Aside Solidity, Solana has one of the biggest community when you talk of developers.
Developers,
and they have very solid backers too. They have very devoted people working in the ecosystem, and don't forget, these guys survived the whole FTX crash and the whole dumping of tokens that happened 2022, November 2022. Solana survived that. Then Solana crashed almost
$6-7,
and now it has bounced back above 150. You getting to even almost $200 earlier this year, and you still have people doubting them. I feel it's quite rude and unfair. These guys have launched phones. They've launched the first one, and the second Saga version. 1, I think, and I think Saga 2. They've launched 2, and obviously they'll still keep doing stuff like this.
They have so many stuff down the
and they have some solid games too.
Of course.
Star Atlas and so many others.
I don't think a SEU would even come close to
even if SEU can come close to Solana, it takes years.
It's going to take a long time, because now Solana is not only in memes. Solana has utility projects that sustains these meme coins. They have a plethora of dexes, order book, exchanges. They have DeFi protocols. They have so many. So SEU has to build out its ecosystem, because if you only relies on memes, at some point people are going to get bored. By the time another chain now comes up with a better meme environment. I heard they launched the Hop.fun.
I think they are planning to launch. I don't think it's fully functional.
So you can see, because I heard some people,
but the site is up. I've seen the site. I've gone through the site. So many people
are complaining about honeypots on SEU memes.
So
meaning people are just creating their own tokens themselves. But let's see how it goes.
I expect long term. I expect SEU to do well, but I also expect Aptos to challenge SEU.
Aptos is just basically long term, like a copy and paste thing.
Of what SEU is in here. I expect that, but in terms of SEU beating Solana, that's a long shot. It's too early to even decide that, to even start speculating on that. Far too early. Then next, for those that love TG airdrops, sorry to break your hearts. I heard the news. Cats messed people
up on dust.
It was worse than hamster. It's like the worst TG mini app airdrop. I never farmed cats. It didn't make any sense to me. But for those that did, so sorry. I know people felt very bad. I see it over.
Has memefi launched? I think.
No. memefi hasn't. It hasn't launched yet.
That's the next one. People are also very bullish about.
But there are very strong speculations and confirmation that they would most likely list on Binance. They'll most likely list
hamster list on Binance. Well, what came out of it?
That's the thing. It favors the projects more, but for some weird reasons, the farmers believe it favors them. Some weird reasons they believe so.
The thing here is, in every bull market, there's always a kind of narrative. There's a
newer narratives.
Yes, in the last bull market, we saw VCs come up with projects. You see, this project
NFT related, 10 million, metaverse related,
pre-seed, but now VCs are coming from the aspect of community token.
I remember then talking about trends in different bull runs. In the 2021 bull run, the craziest hype and trend we had then was metaverse and NFTs. We saw lots of NFT related and metaverse related
people are buying
projects
land now. People spend $1,000, $2,000, $3,000.
And today, most of all these stuffs have crashed by over 95%.
Buy land in heaven than to buy land on the metaverse, because it's a fairy thinking now. If you look at it, because people bought from Decentraland. Now, people that bought land on Decentraland in 2017-18 made money.
They sold off 2021. They made good money.
But then people that now bought around 2021, 2022 from newer metaverse projects, most of the metaverse projects are dead now.
So many at least 90%.
So many of them.
Even the ones that are still alive, Decentraland and Sand. Most of them, they are not really doing.
Most of them, they are still working for. Remember, we read animals on DPET. You get it,
True.
So I think these technologies were too early for the hype. The hype was too much for the time.
I think the hype also increased expectation.
Yes.
And the hype also killed most of them.
Of course.
The hype
Because
killed
even
most of
for
them.
the like of Star Atlas is not really live now on Solana.
Yeah, they're still
but
building, they're still working.
and sold a lot of assets. I bought some aircraft now, but there's one I even bought up to 15 of those aircraft.
$800. Crazy amount.
I even bought a space station at some point. On because it's a galactic kind of game.
Check the value now.
It's done. It wouldn't even bother me to go check.
Yeah, so people need to understand that in crypto, most things are overhyped.
Know when to get in and
overhyped.
Get out.
Social fi projects now are obviously really overhyped. They are just using it to like onboard people, create awareness, farm impressions.
Engagement, yes.
Yeah, that is just basically what they're using them to do.
Yes,
but in terms of giving back to the community, there is very little that people can make. For those that really want to make money from airdrops, what you should be doing is there are better airdrops you can farm. There are airdrops that are on chain. You can do reasonable test nets and make good money. They would obviously cover most of those airdrops over time. But for TG mini apps, it's not really viable.
The thing is, people prefer to spend time. People prefer to spend time farming airdrops than to spend reasonable amount of money to farm airdrops. What I mean by this is they prefer to tap, right? Because they feel like it's tapping, I'm not spending much time. Even if I get $13, $20, it's still kind of good money, than to go and do like a test net, do swap on Optimism, swap on Tyco, swap on certain exchanges.
I think there's also the knowledge gap that affects that.
Right, because that is where you make the money. For example, DYDX launched and people made as much as $30,000, $40,000.
Yes.
Right? Uniswap, when they did their own, people made, the base was about $1,200 that people made. Same thing with what's it called? What's the name of this? Sushi Swap, right? We've seen a whole lot of them that if you used the dApp itself,
you'd have made money
on chain, right? Spending your money, having like a genuine interaction, not a forced interaction, a genuine interaction, you would make money. And those tokens or those project has come out to give the most.
Truthfully,
like people made money. But these ones now that all you just need is to do a task, follow, like, share, retweet, it comes out to be $10, $15. People be like, it's okay, I didn't really do it. It's your time. It's no longer an airdrop. It's no longer it's not free money anymore.
Yes,
you get, because now you're giving something in return. So yeah, that's it basically.
And still talking about airdrop that people should pay attention to. Scroll will be listing chain any moment from now. Binance is preparing to list them on their pre-markets, and also Binance is preparing their launch pool for Scroll. So Scroll has been around for over 2 years. Yes. So there are people that have been trying out activities, doing a whole lot on the Scroll blockchain. They've been doing that, and like it or not, most of them will get this airdrop. Most of them will get this airdrop. So if only people can focus more on airdrops like this. Still on airdrops, Optimism just gave its 5th airdrop to its users just this week, about 9th of October. So if you know you've been an active user of the Optimism blockchain, you can go claim. Now, which brings me to the next very important point. It's better when doing cryptocurrencies, it's better to work on chain. It's better to carry out activities on chain. That's the whole idea of cryptocurrencies basically. Because when you do stuffs like this on chain, you are positioning yourself to benefit from airdrops. You get, for example, now look at Optimism, the 5th airdrop. They gave people that took part in activities on chain, people that have been trading on chain, interacting with certain dApps on chain, and they got good money. Some persons got as much as 2,000 OP tokens. 2,000 OP tokens times $1.5, which is the price of one OP token, is about $3,000. You get, the worst that I saw a few persons got that didn't really do much was like 50 OP tokens, which is like $75. But an average user that does on-chain activities, like let's say 5 times a week or 3 times a week, the person would have been able to make nothing less than 800 OP tokens you get, which at least that's like $1,200.
Yeah.
So if only people can focus more on doing on-chain activities, the trades that maybe some projects that are on a particular blockchain, instead of you to buy it on a centralized exchange, you buy it on chain. You get, instead of you to carry out your buying and selling your transactions, instead of you to do those stuffs on a centralized exchange,
do it on chain.
Do it on chain, because at the end of the day, centralized exchanges don't give us any reward. I don't get any reward from Binance or KuCoin or MXC or Bybit.
You get from trading. Make it easier to trade.
You get, I don't get anything. But if I'm trading on chain, on a particular blockchain within its dApp, chances are I'll make good money. Yeah, and I also think dApps too should find a way to reward active usage of most of those their platforms. The dApps, especially the exchanges, the DEXs, they should find ways to like reward their users that do most of these on-chain activities. I think it will make sense. So airdrops can make you very crazy money. You just have to make sure you focus on on-chain activities and less on Telegram mini apps. For those that want to make free money, you need to take this serious. And obviously we'll have an episode where we'll give you updates on certain airdrops that you should pay attention to. Next we'll be talking about a few projects reviews, and we'll be giving a deep dive on these projects that we're about to talk about. We'll let you know about the evaluations of these projects. We'll talk about what the project has been up to. We'll cover activities within the ecosystem, dApps within the ecosystems, and we'll round up by telling you the evaluation of this project, if it is overvalued or undervalued, and we'll try to speculate what the futuristic price of the project might be. So the first project we'll be giving you a deep dive on is Chromia. So Miracle, what do you think? What do you think about Chromia, the ecosystem? So far so good. Chromia, we've been tracking Chromia for over 4 years now, since early 2021, January 2021, that we've been tracking Chromia. Approximately about 4 years or thereabouts that we've been tracking Chromia. What do you think about the project?
Chromia has actually made a lot of improvement from when we got into Chromia, because then Chromia was just a normal token on Binance Smart Chain and also on Ethereum.
Yeah,
I think during Chromia's pre-sale, I think their pre-sale was enabled by KuCoin, if I can remember properly. But then they had an idea, and then over time, now we are on mainnet. Chromia's mainnet is live, and we are looking forward to two major things this quarter, which is the Asgard upgrade, and also the extensions.
How about the bridge enhancement?
The bridge enhancement also is very important. As a matter of fact, I'm even more excited to see the bridge enhancement. But now we are seeing a brewing ecosystem where there's lots of dApps and games in development. So we're talking about My Neighbor Alice, Minds of Dalania, Chain of Alliance, Cloudborn, a whole lot of them. Then in terms of DeFi, we are looking at Chusy Swap, Raking, NFTs. We'll have Alpha Originals, and a whole lot that we saw on the testnet, that's QuestNet. Okay, so there's a whole lot happening in that ecosystem. I'm really excited to see how this quarter plays out
for them,
for Chromia. And then for the technology, it's a different technology entirely, right? Because now we are looking at Chromia, it's referred to as a relational blockchain. So even the language is still a new language, which is RHEL. Now RHEL, even I've spoken to developers here and they've tried their hands on RHEL, and everybody is still saying the same thing. It's easier to code, it's faster. To code. It makes more sense, to understand, but it's a different,
entirely different language.
Yes, it's a different feel to what you would get when maybe you're coding with Rust or with Solidity. So I'm really excited to see how this whole thing plays out for Chromia this quarter.
What do you think is Chromia's number one selling point? Because we know one of the major hypes that Chromia was built around in 2021 was gaming.
Right.
And they were aggressively pushing their games.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2021, we also saw them announce a fund, $80 million to support
for the metaverse.
metaverse gaming and all of that. I don't know which of the projects benefited from that though.
Yes.
But we heard that, we published the news and all. And most of the things they were doing, they were centered around gaming. But now they've made it quite obvious that a whole lot of stuff can still be done.
Yes.
And can be achieved. You get on the
Chromia
blockchain.
I think Chromia, they are using gaming to showcase the power of the chain. That's why I think, because not every chain can run games. Right? We saw what happened with CryptoKitties on Ethereum, right? And how gas fees skyrocketed, and people were pushing for L2s for scalability and all that stuff. So Chromia wants to showcase that games can run smoothly on chain. You can have a better experience playing games without having to confirm transactions.
On chain.
On chain and all that stuff. And then data can be fully on chain. You don't have to now start storing data off chain. Everything is fully on chain. It's highly scalable. You get so, and I think also you can now see that there's a fund for both AI and data. So
they newly announced.
I think about $20 million for AI and data. So now, like I said in one of our episodes, I think the AI trend would come back, and it will come back very strong with lots of usable dApps,
AI products.
Yes, that goes beyond text
on the blockchain.
Yes, that goes beyond speech to text, or what we normally see on random dApps on Solana or on Binance Smart Chain. We are going to see the real use of AI in things. So with this fund that has been released by Chromia to support projects, whether building natively or on Chromia or using Chromia's technology, it's something good to see. And with the whole extensions coming up, right after the Asgard upgrade, with the extensions coming up, we'll probably see more good innovations. But Chromia, its tech is different, right? That's one of their selling point. Then we also have the gasless transactions that they are pushing, and so many other things. So for me, I'm really excited what this quarter will bring for Chromia and its project.
There's a lot that Chromia has promised. You get developers and also users and investors. But talking about the price action, most of what they've been doing hasn't reflected on the price. So you find out the community, the investors, the traders, they are not really excited when it comes to Chromia price action. But before we talk about Chromia evaluation and price action, which projects will you say you're most bullish on Chromia?
On Chromia? For me, it now depends. Are we looking at making money off the token, or are we looking at just having fun with the dApp itself? So for me, I'm excited for Trusty Swap, right?
But there's under Dex now.
It's sloppy.
There's sloppy Dex.
Trusty Swap
which was on the QuestNet.
Right. So Trusty Swap for me has been there before.
They are self-pronounced the first Dex.
Yes, the first Dex. They've been there before even any Dex itself came.
True, but they never launched.
They never launched because there was no
that was used
need to launch anything. Because even before they were there, what was it called? Chromia's MVP or even testnet has not even been made public. So people rallied around. Aside from Minds of Dalania and my neighbor Alice that were on Binance Smart Chain, there was no really more tokens or project that we knew about. Yes, there was Hedget, then we had I think Corite or so, whether we were going to be on Chromia or not. But then there was CCY, which is Chussi that came up to say we are building, and then the lead dev of Chussi works with Chromia, so it made more sense. Okay, I'm really excited about it, and I'm also excited about My Neighbor Alice. Why? Because I feel that My Neighbor Alice is not just a game, right? I feel it has a metaverse experience
Obviously,
built in it.
That's definitely
right. I feel that's what I feel. So maybe going forward, we might get to find out how far, how deep my neighbor Alice would be. But in terms of price action, both my neighbor Alice, Mines of Dalania, their prices are way low than what it was in, say, 2021.
Yeah.
Right. And so it presents a very good opportunity for investment in case if you want to make a quick 5x 10x from token values.
I feel personally two of the projects I'm most bullish on Chromia, Mines of Dalania and my neighbor Alice.
Yes.
Yeah, aside the Chromia token itself. Now these two projects are sitting at slightly below $100 million FDV.
Right.
And they have been consistently building since 2021.
Yes, they have actually.
Yet even in the bear market.
True.
We saw Mines of Da move over to Binance Smart Chain just so that they can launch the game, keep improving, keep building. You get, while waiting for Chromia's mainnet to go live.
I think at some point that even Mines of Dalania, my neighbor Alice was even used to test Chromia's capability in the early days. That's why I feel.
Yeah, in terms of I think should I call it interoperability, moving assets from Binance Smart Chain to Chromia
did
and back.
an NFT bridge or something like that.
Yeah.
So and I think a honorable mention for someone that was building or a dApp that was building throughout the bear market is actually Raking, because Raking has not been given enough
accolades.
Kudos. Yes, because those guys they were building.
I think Raking has also been. They have also been very dedicated and devoted.
Yes,
when it comes to building a dApp on the Chromia blockchain. Yeah, so Raking for me, it's also a project we should keep an eye on.
Yes, pay attention to because
of they've shown that they can do what it takes to like create a dApp despite
excitement around
despite minimal support
from
the community. They've been able to build workable dApps to get on Chromia. So I would say I'm very excited on Mines of Da.
Yeah,
I'm very excited and bullish about my neighbor Alice. Then Raking too. For those that will be thinking how undervalued these projects are, as long as Chromia, talking about Chromia price action now, Chromia mainnet is live. They have a suite of updates
coming up,
and the price is still around
almost at all-time low, close to all-time low.
Yeah, close to barely 90% from all-time low. You get 90% up from all-time low, which I think is a steal deal. Yet buying it
for a layer 0 protocol.
Yes, it's actually a steal deal buying it.
So if you compare with the
roughly
likes of
$160 million market cap.
Yes,
it's so really cheap.
Not even like FDV, right? So
fully diluted.
Yeah, so but if you now compare it to the likes of Atom, to the likes of Dot, to the likes of modular chains like I think is it Dimension.
Dimension. So those ones are all in billions.
Yes, so it's really a no-brainer. Like you said, the community is still with Chromia. But the community needs, people that are investing because they want to make money, right? And the opportunity cost of holding Chromia tokens is crazy, right?
But then extremely high.
We saw what happened with the likes of Metis. We saw what happened.
Yeah, how Metis exploded,
right? So I feel
towards the end of
this is not financial advice. This is not the paid ad for Chromia or for any Chromia dApp. But I feel Chromia, when it's time to explode, it's going to explode heavy, right? That's what I think.
Yes, but they also need Chromia also needs. Yeah, I think what's one of the major things that Chromia needs to do is they need to show their community, because now about 60% of Chromia community, they've lost hope in the project. You get
not like
too many things have been delayed,
but it's just that they're
disappointed. Obviously,
yes, the word is being disappointed in price action.
Not necessarily just price action. I think price action is a reflection of how disappointed the community is. Because most persons angrily dumped their tokens, and the disappointment is majorly based on the delayed mainnet launch. Most persons never believe that by
it will take the
2024.
time.
That's
Yeah,
when they'll be
personally,
dropping the
I
mainnet.
didn't, because people were saying Dimension has launched. They were calling so many projects that launched before
within a shorter
Chromia.
period
But
of
what
time.
they fail to understand is Chromia is a fresh language. It's a new. These guys built a new language, built a new kind of blockchain. There's a whole lot that goes into it, and they wanted to make sure that if they are launching, it's not going to be a huge disaster. This involves money. You get, and product is not something you just wake up one morning and then you launch and then see how it goes, or you're running on production as people are using your products, you're improving on it and deleting. Not really. So, but then I feel, like I said, I feel that Chromia is going to explode, and so many persons are going to come back. We've seen it happen a whole lot of time. It's a new chain. There's a whole lot of work to do for Chromia in terms of educating devs, incentives for devs to build, because now it's a new language. You have to have like a Chromia university, right?
But this is actually a very long-term stuff. It's not something we saw that it in the bull market.
Nia had their Nia University. Metis had their outreach. Solana at some point also had I've forgotten the name that they used for it, to get devs to come and learn and build on Chromia. They had ambassadors. So at some point, Chromia will now need to have ambassadors in Africa, ambassadors in Asia. They will need to have developer hubs. People will now start to hold in-person, face-to-face reach for developers to come in, for builders to come in, for users to come in. That would happen eventually. And then we'll now start seeing massive developer activity on chain for Chromia. But then it requires funding. It requires to say, okay, there's $3 million, $4 million to get developers, just to get developers.
And I don't think on Chromia's roadmap they are focusing on that yet.
Well, they would at some point if they want users. Because these are like, all chains did it, probably aside from maybe Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum. But chains that are coming in will do that to get users to come and use their product, to attract builders. Why would I not build on Solana? Why should I not come and build on your chain, right? As a user, why should I bridge money from Solana to Chromia, or from any chain to Chromia? So it will happen eventually. But then let's see how
it develops from there. Yes. So that's much about Chromia. We'll keep tracking the activities on the chain and see what they are doing, updates, and also price action. But for now, Chromia is sitting at approximately $175 million FDV. And it's actually fully distributed. The token has been fully distributed, which is also a very, very good thing.
And it's on good exchanges also.
It's also on tier 1 exchanges. So for those that are looking at maybe investing in the project, you can do your due diligence, carry out your research, and decide your entry points for the project. So next we'll be looking at Orai chain, the Orai chain ecosystem. Orai now is a project that we've also been tracking since I think January 2021.
Orai too is a very good
February
project.
2021. That's when we started tracking it, right from when the price was still above $40. Yes, and we've tracked it till the price dumped 2022 November, December, dumped to about 96 cents or thereabout, and today now Orai is at $5.9. We've seen a whole lot of activities on the chain. We've been tracking it before they even started talking about building a DEX. Before they
started tracking Orai
before they even built O Wallet.
Was a DApp on Ethereum.
Before they even built O Wallet. Yes. And now they have a suite of dApps.
They have an ecosystem on it.
They have a full-blown ecosystem. In fact, right now we have NFTs. And soon, most likely, we'll start seeing memecoins on Orai. They have a full-blown DEX that has been linked to other external blockchains. So
the Cosmos.
You look at them. Orai, they have been linked to Ton blockchain. They've been linked to Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Tron, Injective, and obviously they will still be linked to more. Even Solana, near a whole lot. Now, looking at all of this stuff, do you think there's any other blockchain on the Cosmos ecosystem that is as
connected,
enhanced, interconnected, and as serious too as the Aurai ecosystem?
Well, I might be biased, but because I'm really invested in Aurai chain, Aurai chain was one of the teams that I knew that in the bear market was building aside
Aggressively.
Jira.
Injective too, they were also building.
These guys were building without marketing.
True.
Constantly built out O-Wallet with its enhancement, had an O-Wallet update, built out the decks, added more functionalities, bridge, a whole lot. They will now have a DeFi suite from, I think, Ochai.
Yeah, so now they have the O-Wallet, they have the O-Bridge,
yes,
they have the Aurai decks,
yes,
and they also have a Mochai.
So now don't forget AI rights.
Yes,
right?
yes, they also have AI rights.
Yeah, they also had Kawai before Kawai decided to
close and rebrand
to something else. So and then there's Cupid, which is also
Cupid is also there.
Supposed to launch
a dating
really soon.
platform.
Yes, I think now it's more than a dating platform because there's a whole lot that they are working on. So Aurai is an ecosystem, a huge ecosystem, AI ecosystem. There are like solutions, there are like services that Aurai can offer to other chains.
And there are also some other dApps that they are also trying to incubate.
So now when we look at even the NFT ecosystem, now we had the Samurai, we had that
we have at least about 4 solid NFTs.
Yes, really good NFTs. So
they have also all appreciated
in terms of price. Yes.
Yeah, that they were actually sold.
For me, when it comes to AI project, for me, Aurai should be number one, but then it hasn't really reflected in its price. Okay, now when Aurai was just a normal AI dApp on Ethereum, its valuation was around $2 billion market cap at the all-time high all-time high of around $100. So now we are now seeing something that was just a dApp on Ethereum,
but then don't forget that was in the bull market and it was extremely overhyped.
Yes, but then what they were promising to do was really good. That they've done most of it now. Now it's a thriving ecosystem on its own with dApps running on its chain and with partnerships. So because we even saw the likes of AI Rights partner with Raribles, okay, to authenticate NFTs.
Yes,
right on that platform. So and we've seen other partnership from the Aurai team itself and what they've built out and their goals and all that good stuff. So for me, Aurai should be more than $100 right now, though the market is not really stable currently. But for me, I feel in the bull market we should see 4 billion and above FDV easily for Aurai chain. But now we are busy about 70 something million.
It's about 97 market cap, million. And the FDV is about 109.
So it's really,
I totally agree with you. I think Aurai ticks all the boxes that an investor should be looking at before jumping into a project, especially when you talk about consistency and speed.
Yes,
they have consistency, they have speed, and they always stay focused. They follow their roadmap. Right from time, they have always done that.
Those guys are real builders, and they've not even said anything about marketing.
No, they are yet to focus aggressively. It's just this year that they started getting their ambassadors.
Right.
Yeah, before this year, they were nothing like ambassadors on the Aurai ecosystem. And also, too, it's just this year we started seeing NFTs.
Yes.
Yet now, mind you, they are not jumping on hypes. They are taking their time. They are not trying to do meme coin trading, create memes and all. No, they are not trying to do that. They're actually taking their time. Look at Say had to do meme coin, meme season earlier this year. You get jumping on hypes. We saw the same thing with Injective.
Yes.
And if you check, they were not sustainable.
Of course.
On Injective and also on Say, it wasn't sustainable. So I believe Aurai, they are taking their time. They are doing the right thing. And any investor that is looking at very long-term prospective projects that he can invest in and make good returns, I think that investor should be researching heavily on Aurai. Now, this is not really an endorsement.
It's not financial advice. It's not a paid partnership. But if Aurai too wants to reach out to people in Africa, there's a whole lot of community of persons.
There are lots of communities.
Yes, both builders and users. So Aurai can reach out to us for for these things.
Yeah, so that will be like the two major projects we'll be looking at on this week's episode. Next week episode we'll bring up other projects, maybe 2 or 3 different projects that we'll be talking about and giving you deep dive on those projects. So next we'll be talking about like some of our trading activities that we did within the past 7 days. So personally I took advantage of this whole HBO listing or announcing Satoshi. I took advantage of that. I took some good trades on Solana, especially about Sasha Lens Cat. Yeah, I did that, and it was really a good trade. At the same time, a few losses were also made based on some other ones that they created. I didn't follow that up, but that was like very minimal. Overall, it was a profitable trade. Overall, yeah, if I calculate all of the meme narrative trading based on that hype, I would say it was really a good trade at the end of the day. I'm looking at SEO. Meme coins on SEO, still talking about our activities this week. Meme coins on SEO don't seem to be slowing down. Although over the past 7 days, we have seen more rogues.
Yes, because like I said, people are just creating their own memes themselves.
Yeah, but my submission, I would say it's best to focus on Solana when trading memes, because the Sasha that gave me the most profit was launched on Bitcoin, and total gas fees that I spent was over $85 within a space of 3 days, from Sunday to like Tuesday night. You get, a total of about $85. The swaps I did was on average maybe 7 swaps or there, but the last 2 swaps I spent like $20 each on gas fees. So I wouldn't advise people to like trade or start trading memes on Ethereum. It's unnecessarily expensive, yet, unless maybe you've made good money from it. But if you look at Solana overall, Solana is like the ultimate casino currently now amongst all blockchains. In fact, in the world, Solana is like the ultimate casino, because if you see the amount of funds, liquidity flying, moving from one meme to another, if you see the trading volume, I looked up trading volume of memes and try to like compare it to the overall trading volume on Solana this week, and I noticed that just memes alone have almost 80% of the entire trading volume on Solana blockchain. So you're seeing like a weekly trading volume, or let's say daily trading volume of let's say $1.5 billion on Solana, and you see memes already have, out of that 1.5, memes already take about 1.25. That shows you how powerful memes are and how many persons are actually trading those memes. So invariably, if you take out memes, it means that trading volume will just
slow market
to just crash down, and not just the volume crashing down, but the on-chain activities,
of course,
the numbers. So that's why I say like Solana is like the biggest casino yet of all blockchains, and even the world, you can see it's like the biggest casino based on cash flow. So I don't know, what trades did you like take this week?
For me, I did a little bit of meme, but I always have a reservation trading memes. You have to actually be careful. It was still the same narrative of the whole Zootopia thing. TikTok stuff. They were like, what's it called? Memes that had retraced. So, buy them back, they do 2-3x, you get out, right? You can swing it over and over again. Now, because there was this one I was telling you about, which is the Polish boba.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
We have the Chinese boba, we have the Polish, there, so many bobas. But that one too was really nice in terms of gains. I had to swing it a few times. All of them were still, what's it called? Solana memes.
Yeah.
I've not messed with SEO memes. That's just the truth. Because SEO memes, anybody is not creating their own. What that means is, if I figure out how to create memes on SEO, I won't create one.
I'm
going to create a lot, because there's no platform that helps you create tokens yet on SEO.
Yeah.
So you find out that there'll be faster rogues on SEO. So I didn't really focus on SEO. And also for the fact that if you check, meme coins nearly took off on Binance Smart Chain.
Yeah.
But then it flopped. Same thing with Tron. It flopped. So no one knows when it's going to flop. So for me to not focus on Solana, now start moving liquidity to SEU and start, for me it wasn't really worth it. So it's better stick to Sol. The liquidity is still there. There is you're less likely to lose money via honeypot, because there are like memes on SEU that you buy but you can't sell. It's only the dev that can be able to sell. So that's a honeypot. Then there are like, memes that you send money to, but before you even make your own money, small money, dev has rock pulled with a profit of, let's say, $5,000. And you're like, so you created a token just to rock pull for $5,000. Yeah. So, there's so many of that. So I just decided stay on Solana where no one can pull liquidity.
Yes.
Rather, what you can do is you make your 2x, maybe you pull capital and see if it performs further. If it doesn't, fine. If it does, great. So it's, the memes I've traded in the past week, I can't even call them on camera because of the shitty names that they have.
Yeah.
But aside that, it's been fantastic.
Yeah, so one of the memes we have always been bullish about, and we've called it more than once here, is when. We've been very bullish on when. When is still yet to take off on Solana, and you can look it up. Mind you, this is not financial advice. And personally, a meme that I'm actually looking to add to my portfolio is one of these celebrity memes, Jason. I'm looking at adding Jason majorly because it's sitting on support. I'm looking at adding it to my portfolio, so I'm just checking if I should go in at $1 million. Yeah, Jason Derulo meme. So majorly for swings, basically. That's why it's not like it's a long-term stuff yet. So it's sitting on almost its all-time low, which is almost at $1 million. And right now is at 1.4. So I'm looking at an entry between 1M and 1.2. And I believe once he starts tweeting about it, he's fond of tweeting about it, and it's only a matter of time he'll still tweet about it. So that's basically the narrative, to pump by at least 100%.
When will Davido tweet about his meme?
I don't see Davido tweeting about his meme.
It's quite a shame, because now that particular meme has bottomed. Meme has bottomed. So it's actually a fantastic time.
Yeah, to tweet about it,
but it's going to make a lot of money.
Right
now, holding any of those.
Right now, I doubt he has people telling him that. I doubt. I doubt. So I don't think that's a strategy he's looking at yet, personally.
Well, anyway.
Yeah. So for those watching, don't forget to drop your messages, drop DMs if you have questions, comments. If you have questions, stuff you want us to talk about, please don't forget to let us know. You can always leave it in the comment section. We go through that and we'll respond in our next episode. And co-host, I don't know if you have anything else.
Well, the only thing I have to say is be careful when trading any of these tokens. This is not financial advice. This is just two guys, talking about crypto.
Yeah.
So you have to take everything we say with a pinch of salt. Thank you.
And lastly, don't forget, crypto can either make you or break you. Now we have lots of billionaires in the world that have made crazy money from crypto. We have so many persons that have made millions, tens and hundreds of millions via crypto. But you need to understand that there's something that they are doing right. They are not trying to FOMO. They are taking their time. They are doing due diligence, and they are paying attention to their investments. So if you're going to do crypto, you have to take it serious. You need a guide, you need a mentor. These are like the things we advise and we advocate for. You don't just do it like you're gambling. If you do that, you most likely lose all of your funds. And that's the end of our episode 4 on our crypto segment. See you guys on the next episode, which will be our episode 5. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to also share, and don't forget to comment. Thanks very much, guys.